to you broke bitches. I got money now, all a nigga understand is since that check came in, everybody talking like a nigga.
My bad, y'all. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Welcome everybody from YouTube and from Periscope. Oh, I can't, y'all. I'm just, oh, okay. Y'all, I'm trying. If you watch Greenleaf and you're in the chat, Periscope or YouTube, let me know. I cannot believe this. Oh my God. Jesus. If you watch the show, you understand why I'm reacting like this. Lord have mercy. Okay. Ooh, I can't even get my mind together, y'all, right now. Right now, you see what I got on the screen? I got Bishop on the screen right now. I have the Bishop on the screen. First, let's talk about, before we get into the, oh my God, of this episode, let's talk about the episode. Now, if y'all remember Grace, whew, Grace was trying to go find out what was going on with her man. He was disappeared. This little punk right here that stand. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. That dude standing right there with the bad jail hair dude and the glasses. Okay, her brother was giving Grace a hit in the head that something happened to him, Darren, and just told Grace to stay out of it. If I thought it was Grace, I would have punched that fool right in the face. Anyway, so Darren was a kidnapped. Darren was in jail. They were trying to stop Darren from going out of town to find out what is going on, which we already know that Bob was using black people for everything. He's running for office. He's still using black people. Okay. When Grace got down there to try to stop them with her and her brother, they was like, they don't even care. He treated it like a ribbon ceremony, cutting the ribbon while they're tearing down the church at the same time. But I knew it. I knew something was going to happen today, but I didn't know. Everything with me was predictable about this episode. I knew that, well, I'm sorry, two things I didn't know. Two things I didn't actually know. Because Grace's brother, which I know who Grace's brother is, her mom had an affair. They have different dads. We all know that. He come to find out the caretaker, the white woman they were speaking about, they talked to the caretaker. The caretaker said that the relationship between the Stank's dad that got killed in the fire and the old white lady that left the will, that was his mom. Okay? That was his mom. Which I had a feeling there had to be some kind of relation because I was like, why did he leave? Why did she leave that for him? And I'm trying to be funny, they're kind of all kind of a little light tone, light skin. And I'm not being to be funny, to be honest, when somebody has someone was the white, the dad, and all the family came out the way they did. So they ain't trying to be funny with that. Charity is home, and so is Grace. But Grace is fighting, trying to figure out what is going on with a boyfriend and with the story he's going on. All they're trying to stop the church. They're trying this. The kids are still trying to stop the church from going down. And I told you guys that I knew the Charity was going to come back and be she wasn't the whole hero, but she kind of partially was the hero. Because when Charity got everybody down to the church to have this conference, right? Because she's telling everybody, y'all are backing this man who literally is not for us, not for black people. No, they're not. And see, when Bishop and Lady May found out about her leaving in the first will because that was her actual child, Lady May said, okay, how about we offer the little sister, instead of offering the house, let's offer her some land. So when she has a discussion with her, she's like, look, Rochelle wants blood, period. There is nothing that you can do because Rochelle wants blood. She wants Bishop's blood because our dad died in that fire. He just wants the truth. And he invited them over and tried to talk to them, to Rochelle and to the sister. But it seemed like Rochelle, no matter what she did, she wasn't happy. And I always just thought maybe she was just evil. But you have to understand, her dad died in the house and they lost a lot. And I guess the brother's actually dead. I don't know. Last episode's coming up soon. We still ain't seen Banks, but I think he's dead. But I think I said in my last episode, I think he's alive. But I don't know. I don't know. So one thing I did like was when Phil finally stood up for himself today. Because when Grace walked in and was speaking about Phil's mom, because he was already up there, Bob, speaking very negative about Phil's mom. He stood up and was like, He had nerve to say, I was wondering when you're going to stand up and speak for me. He was like, I didn't know what my mom did. And on her deathbed, thought she couldn't get forgiveness. I didn't know why until now. Because she was the black face of the company, duping all of the black people for Bob. What drew his dad out of the country, which I still don't understand that connection, but drove him out of the country, period, because of it. And then told that asparagus with the red hair to give back his mother's ring. And you know what she did? She threw the ring down. I didn't realize that until I saw the scene. He was on his knees picking up the ring. I was like, no. So when the bishop walked in, oh, before I get to that, the scrawny white dude with the sunglasses, I didn't even realize, I don't know how they connected. Clarissa was sleeping with him. And then I remembered. Yeah, I remember I did know actually. In the H&H company, he was like, oh, Clarissa knew about it and was happy. I was like, there's no way in the world Grace was like that. Clarissa knew about this. She calls Jacob Jacob. Cause Clarissa was like, I'm sorry. Yes, I did know. I didn't know that he was part of H&H and all that stuff, and I still slept with him anyway. I see why your kids trying to get away from you. Because right now, Zoli, just get on the kids real quick, is trying really hard to get to New York. She's waiting on her dad and waiting on her mom to get in touch with her cousin so she can move. And she's sideswiping them and she's going to her cousin saying, look, ask your mom for the money. Let's go to New York. And Grace's new son, I think it's wonderful to see him and his grandfather working on this car that he didn't want to do when he was younger, Bishop, and decided to give it to his grandson. And he was so hard to get Lady May to get married right now, and she was saying no. She wanted to wait until all that was over, but resolve. And I was telling you guys in my review that I was so upset that they didn't, all he wanted to do was get married. And I wish she would have gone to the church. I mean, gone to the hospital to get checked. I wish she would have gone to that doctor's appointment. The reason why my voice is sounding so low because it reminds me of my dad and him dying and just how things happen. You're not ready for it to happen. Before I get into Bishop, Charity met Phil outside. Well, Phil met Charity, was trying to tell her that he loved her, and she was right. She pretty much told him it would never be anything with us. I was very happy for that moment. So The bishop told him, I have a secret. He gets in front of the church and tell everybody he didn't do the church right. He should have done better. Of course, the church stands up and says, no, bishop, you good. But he says the will states she left it to me because you have to understand that was her son who died in that fire. His brother-in-law, Mac, the lawyer, told him, hey, get down here. She doesn't have any kids. She's childless. And it's like he knew she was going to get the house to somebody and gave it to Bishop. Bishop used the house to down payment and built the church. So he told all of it. It was like a confession. So we don't see Bishop anymore after that. They go home. And as I saw Lady May standing there putting lotion on and getting ready and perfume up, I said, Lord, I got a bad feeling. I said, I have a bad feeling. I said, Lord, don't let Bishop be dead right now. And I'm being serious. And they come over to Bishop, and Bishop is sitting there with his eye closed. I said, I said, Mama, something is wrong. Something is wrong, Jesus. The way he's sitting there. What did I have a heart attack? And Lord have mercy. He couldn't talk, but he wanted to write something down. She's calling 911, calling Grace, and he writes, I do. That's all that he wanted to say to her. And she said, I'm right here with you. Sometimes I think about the last moments of my father, and I wonder. And I don't know if this means that the bishop had a stroke and died right there. If he had because if he was having a stroke, I don't know. But I had a hard time watching, and I was just like, Lord, please. It was too close for me. Being that the next episode, the last episode, I was like, I don't know if they would kill him off like that without saying bye to the children. But the way life goes and how the Lord calls you home, that is the way that it goes. You gone. The way he was saying, it's almost like he was saying goodbye and everything. So I don't know how this is going to be. I don't know if this was it for the bishop. I don't know if they're going to say he had a stroke, if he's in a coma, if that was it. Which is why I wanted to go live to talk about this. What I was going to talk about is I want to give a recap. But like I said, I didn't know that they were going to add that in there like that. That was my recap for tonight for Greenleaf. I don't know if Bishop is dead. I don't know if Bishop just had a stroke. We'll find everything out in the next episode, the last episode. If you hadn't watched the episode tonight, it just aired. But if you have the app on OWN, I would watch it. The older shows are all on Netflix. If you ever want to catch up on the show, because like one more show is left. This is a deep episode for me, guys. It hit me in a personal way, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it, express myself to you guys about it. So, thank you guys, everybody, for supporting and coming to commission reviews. I love you guys. You have a great Sunday. That's all I got.